Hi everybody, welcome to Sniper Elite 4, and what I thought I would do here is do a really quick guide to the controls, because Sniper Elite 4 has just been released for free on the PlayStation 4 as one of the PS Plus games, and you may well be a little bit confused, although this is an absolutely amazing game, so you know, stick with it. So here we are, I'm Carl Ferber, and I'm well into the Regolino Viaduct level. So let's talk about some basic controls. In this I'm referring to the PlayStation, but it's pretty similar on the Xbox as well. So right stick, that changes your camera view, so you can look around. Left stick is your movement. So as you can see, pull towards you, he'll walk towards the camera, and then you adjust the camera accordingly. Now you've got three weapons. You've got your sniper rifle, in my case the Springfield. If you press right on the D-pad, he'll get his submachine gun out. Press left on the D-pad, he'll get his well rod, which is a silenced pistol, out. Press up on the D-pad, we're back to the sniper rifle. To aim down sights with any of the weapons, press and hold the left trigger. As you can see, we're now aimed down sights. Press up and down on the D-pad to zoom in and out, as you can see. Then if we've got the submachine gun, as you can see, it sort of goes to a third person view, and we can't sort of zoom in and out. So now changing ammunition and using medic stuff and all that sort of stuff, press and hold the left shoulder button and you will bring up your selection wheel. Use your right stick to move around and select the thing that you want to activate. So for example, let's say I wanted to throw a stone. I move my selection to the stone, and then I let go of the left shoulder button, and now I use the right shoulder button to throw a stone. Nice and easy. Another example of that would be, so press the left shoulder button. If I wanted to apply a med pack, I would then just select the bandages. I haven't got any med packs. Set the bandages, take them off, and then I would press the right shoulder button. And if I was wounded, I would then use that to select a grenade, take that down, and now when I press that, I'm going to throw a grenade. There it goes. Nice little grenade, as we can see. Now also in the selection wheel you'll see options to change things like ammunition. So if I had any suppressed ammo, if I pressed R1, I would change from regular ammo to suppressed ammo. If we go round to things like the bandages, if I've got the different sort of bandages, I could just use a bandage that would actually stabilise my heartbeat instead of healing me that way. And we've got all sorts of stuff that we can play around with for using traps. So we've got landmines, we've got sticks, we've got trip mines, we've got S mines, which when they step on they ping up into the air and they kill people. We've got flares, which if you call them in, that will call an artillery strike in, and they use the stone to distract enemies. Okay, so a really important aspect of Sniper Elite is spotting enemies as well. So one of the things you can do is if you get your binoculars out by clicking in on the right stick, we can then look down our binoculars and then we can zoom in, we can zoom out, and then if you find an enemy and then press the right trigger and hold it down, they will then be spotted. So when we put our binoculars away, as you can see, they're still on the map, so we can shoot them. You can only do this with the binoculars, you can't do it with your rifle or anything else. The longer you keep your crosshairs over the enemy, it'll give you more and more information about them, who they are, what they're afraid of, all that sort of stuff. See, there we've got all that information there. Now once we've got that, what we can do now is, should we so wish, it's easier to engage them. On the harder difficulty levels, you lose the ability to spot people. Now, being able to hit long-range sniper shots are you've got to use your special sort of sniper vision, or you've got to use your hold breath feature, which you can activate by pressing R1. Now, if you look in the sort of left-hand side of the screen and go down a bit, you'll see my heart rate, and you want this to be as low as possible. If you've been running, for example, and sprinting around, your heart rate will be too high to do this. But when you hit R1, you'll see time slows down and you get that little marker, Now when that marker goes red, it means that you will hit a shot when you fire it. Now you can only do this for so long before you have to start sort of breathing again, but it gives you the ability to hit very long range shots, and it will take into account things like the wind and bullet drop. So let's see if we can wait for a guy to stop, and then we'll see if we can hit a long range shot. So here he comes. No, he's behind cover, so let's just wait. Here he comes again, so let's just put this over his head. Right, now they'll all be alerted now to me, but they're quite a long way away. Now you see that mark in the top bit of the screen? That means that there's some noise, which means I can be stealthily. If you look in the bottom left hand screen, there's the little bit of your mini-map, and as you move around, you'll see the circle gets bigger and smaller. That's your sound envelope. So for example, when you're trying to creep past people, you can be very, very quiet by crawling along, but if you're running around, you know, people will hear you and take you out that way. Right, so there we go. Hopefully that's enough in this little quick start guide to the controls to get you started. One thing I would say is make sure you save the game regularly. And play on marksman level to start off with, but when you're really into Sniper Elite and you're enjoying it, you know, put it on the harder difficulty levels where you lose things like the mini-map, where you lose things like your ability to tag enemies, and it becomes a completely different game, a much more immersive game, and it's truly fantastic, and it's great that Rebellion and Sony are giving this game away for free this month. Anyway, that's enough from me. If you've got any questions or comments, put them down below. There's plenty of other Sniper Elite videos in my channel. Thank you very much, and I will see you again soon.